Hey, what's going on, everybody? This Rod on the road, signing on. Yeah, I hope everybody's doing well out there. I just want to do a demo this time on the washing technique for washing clothes. When on the road, when you can't find a laundromat, or a laundromat is not accessible, or the ability to reach one conveniently has been compromised. So, my technique is the old bucket agitator deal. I had never demonstrated it, and hopefully, I know many of y'all already probably know how this thing works, but it's very simple. You just get 5 gallons of water. I went ahead and took the liberty of getting some water. This could be water from a municipal source or water from a natural source if it's clean and non-contaminated, of course. You don't want polluted water washing your clothes. You want fresh water. This is a 5-gallon bucket. I know you can't see it right now, but this is a 5-gallon bucket. And I'm going to go ahead and fix the camera on the bucket while you just see my hands, and what I'm doing. I only have 2 shirts to wash because access to laundry was available last week, so that wasn't an issue, but it was a week before that access was a little more difficult, and I had to use this particular technique. So some of you might use this technique on a regular basis. With me, it'll be when necessary. It might be regular, it might not be, but it'll always be available. Let me go ahead and fix this. Give me just a minute. And there's the bucket, 5-gallon white bucket. I wanted white. Of course, I could have got the old Home Depot orange, but I wanted white, And these is the shirt I'll be washing. It's one of the shirts. I actually got a hole in it last week. It was weird. I parked at a McDonald's, and I was going under a fence to reach the laundromat, and it was some kind of an obstacle jutting out from the as you can see, that 5 gallons of clean water right there. It was an obstacle jutting out from the fence, and it caught my shirt and a little bit of my back, kind of scratched me, but I'm okay. But man, it hurt, and tore a hole in my shirt. It's one of my best shirts, So it is what it is. Stuff like that happens, and I don't know which way. You might have a better way, or this is my way. I just throw the shirts in the water, and like I said, you can use hot water too if you have a tea kettle or somewhere to heat up water. Me, I'm just gonna use cold, and I just put the shirts in there like that. And of course, this is the agitator that I built from 3/4 inch treated plywood that I had laying around, some scraps. Actually, I had it from a previous project, and I had kept on hold of it, and because I knew this would come up. And actually, I found this piece. Actually, this is the piece I kept hold of, and I have another piece about the same width, and I just taped it off because I found myself going like that. And I have a black L bracket that matches this one that I just found today, and I'm gonna be mounting it on the other side. And I drilled 2 holes in it. These are 3-inch screws, and just drilled them. And these screws go in here about that deep. I didn't want to deal with it failing because I know it was gonna be really rough agitating the clothes, so I didn't want to deal with a failure. So that's pretty much what I did with that. And I'll go ahead and like I said, I have a top that I'm gonna be putting on this, and I just hadn't did it yet, because the environments that I've been in, I hadn't had to do it inside, I've just been doing it outside pretty much. And it splashes, of course, but and you can get a look at that water already. It's turning, And then I hadn't even added any soap, but I like to I guess this is a pre-wash, I guess. This thing works pretty good. You have to play with it. Just a minute. Oh, I got company, y'all. This road I'm on right here, I'm not quite sure. People come down here, I guess they go fishing and all that kind of stuff. They picked a fine time to to have company. But anyway, I'll move this over. I'm not gonna quit recording because of those guys. You know, hopefully they're. I don't want this video to run long. It might run long because of the company, but I'm gonna just keep right on. They can squeeze by me. It's a lake down here, a fishing lake. Well, actually, it's just some kind of lake. I don't know if it's a fishing lake or not, but I'm gonna just keep right on rolling. Of course, I'm using Tide, and I'm probably gonna put about I don't know. Would y'all say this is one load or two loads? Just two shirts. I don't even think it's a whole load. So I'm gonna add that. Like I said, we'll just demonstrate. Normally I will have a lot more in here, maybe twice or quite a bit more, you know. We'll let that set. Company's getting closer. I think they're going fishing. But as you can see, I'm gonna agitate them some more. And we're really getting them in there now. You see now? See what I'm doing? Now, if I had the top on it, I'd be able to agitate it quite a bit more. I'm gonna let the company pass by. They got room to squeeze by, so I don't know who it is. Probably some people going fishing, something like that. Come on, you got room? Probably some people going fishing. Gonna let them pass. You know, come on by. Oh, you good? Okay. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. And once I keep agitating them, it just gets the job done. What I like to do is do it about 50 to 100 times. That seems to get it done. Then you just, you know, wring them out, you rinse, and that's pretty much it. And it's pretty simple, you know. It's a no-brainer. Bucket, soap, and I show you how to build the agitator. And like I said, you just agitate them. You let them sit if you want them. I like to do it 100 times. I'm not gonna do it 100 times, but that's, you know, that's what I'm telling you I will do. Like I said, you can let them. Once you get you clean, let me put it back on me. Hold on just a minute. I don't want the sun. Now once you get your clean water in, then you do your rinse. You do it the same way. I wouldn't do it no more than, I don't know, you probably get away with, like I said, I could go overkill with 100 times, but more than likely on the rinse you do about 50 times, 25 to 50 times. That's pretty much what I would do in that situation. You know, I wish I had my fishing poles. I could do some fishing, but I don't. And I have some more things to talk about. I'm using a new recording process today. My phone went down. It broke. It just completely started powering on and powering off by itself. And like I said, this device I'm on right now didn't cost but $9.99. It was on a discount at Walmart. $9.99. I think it was a rollback or something like that. And that's pretty much it. But I had something else to talk about. Give me one sec. Yeah, I had to move stuff around. The wind's blowing. I don't want to blow all my paperwork off. I wanted to talk about when you're out there, you're on the road. Think about this. Now, this ain't stealing, okay? I don't consider it stealing. But if you need toiletries and you need stuff like that, go on to Mickey D's. You hang in a lot of restaurants. Kind of be preemptive. Think ahead. That stuff adds up over time. Now, this is a tip I'm going to give you. Think about this. Think about paper towels from McDonald's. Instead of grabbing 2 or 3, grab a whole stack. Zaxby's, Panera Bread, wherever you go, it's no big deal. And you can use those later. They help out quite a bit with just wiping your face, cleaning up things around. You can use it for just many things. Wink, wink, if you catch my drift, whatever you need. That's just a simple thing that can save you a few dollars a month. Because when you're out there, you're traveling, every dollar counts, and that's serious. Like being down here in this hole, I like to call this a hole down here. It's kind of muddy, sloshy, it's been raining. You got snakes that you always have to be on the lookout for. I mean, it needs to be like a natural instinct to look out for snakes. And other dangerous wildlife. You know, snakes primarily, spiders. That's another big deal. Black widows and all that kind of stuff. Just want to be mindful that all that stuff exists out here. When I'm walking around and I'm moving in different locations, especially really, really, really rough locations that's kind of uninhibited, like state parks and stuff is one thing, but if you go to like really rugged places, sometimes I go off the beaten path, not a lot of traffic around, just a lot of wildlife. You know, it can be rough. You know, you don't want to take a chance of getting bit or hurting yourself. You see some real muddy areas. No, this is a van, and you don't want to get it too deep in the mud or something like that. You'll get stuck. I'm gonna show you this way. I'm near a highway. I don't know if the last video I was near a highway as well. You can see it's quite a bit. It's really muddy. It's really rough. It looked like it's a whole bunch of cactus or something right there. And if you look this way, I hope the sun's probably messing you up. I'm gonna pan down. Look, it's kind of trashy. You know, and I guess that's when people coming down here really not respecting the land. You know, and stuff like that. You know, it was a couple just pulled up a minute ago. I'm not gonna put the camera on them, but I think I scared them. You know, they're not used to people talking to themselves or whatever. They had fishing equipment, and I'm trying to adjust this. Please forgive me. It's really not the time or place to do this, I know, but it's bothering me because it looks crooked. Okay, maybe that's straighter. I don't know. It looks straighter to me. Okay, yeah. I think I kind of scared them. Hope I'm not a scary guy. I mean, I got the nation's flag on, you know, the Patriots. So, you know, they should have been feeling right at home. And actually, hey, man, I would have said, how you doing? They really didn't want to speak. They were coming to fish, but I guess, like I said, I scared them. But, you know, that's fine. You know, they don't feel safe around me, then that's fine. You know, I'm no threat. I'm only here to help. You know, I wasn't afraid of them. I didn't feel threatened by them. So, to each his own. You know. What else? I've been eating a lot of eggs lately. Brown eggs, of course. That's my next tip. Those brown eggs hold up quite well. And I don't I don't want to ramble on too long in this video. I just really want to hit on that wash situation. Of course, they were staring at that. Let me go back to it one more time. Now, as you can see, it's been sitting. Now, eventually, I have the top in there. I'm gonna get that top, and I'm gonna put that top on here. And like I said, when I get that top, all that splashing will decrease dramatically, and you'll be able to do it inside when it's raining, or a pretty sunny day like this when it's not raining. These shirts were not incredibly dirty. You know, like I said, hey, you get these things, and like I said, I'm not done with these. I'm gonna hit them a few more times. Wring them out, and you can either have another bucket. That's what I plan on doing. Having another bucket with maybe 2 gallons in it that I'll nest inside this bucket, and I'll just rinse with those. Then once rinsing, you know, you can pretty much hang them anywhere. You know, I'm really probably going to hang mine on this back here where the bike is. I'll probably hang them back there where the bike is, and just let them air dry back there. But that's pretty much it. It's just simple as can be, you know. And they get pretty clean, you know. You can do this all the time, or like I said, sometimes. It's up to you. Another thing that was on my mind. Oh, let me get the camera on me. Another thing that was on my mind is, you know, I get a lot of questions about, you know, my channel art or whatever, it kind of says survival, boondocking, off the grid. And I try to encompass the reality of the situation, the lifestyle that I live. Am I not off the grid? Some might say I am, some might say I'm not. I guess it depends on what you mean by off the grid. It can mean, it's very extreme to not so much extreme. Am I attached to communications? I have a cell phone, so does that mean I'm not off the grid? My water sources are normally municipal. Could I choose to get it out of a lake? Well, there's a lake. You tell me. Yes, I could choose that. But then I deal with other situations like unclean water, pollutants, and all that kind of stuff. The lake looks perfectly fine to me. I don't test it. Could I get water out of the lake? Could I boil it to purify it? Yeah, I could. It's a little more work to do. I choose not to do it. Because riding around from place to place, I'm around a lot of municipal water systems. So I guess in a sense you could say I'm kind of off the grid, I'm kind of not on the grid. I believe I'm off the grid enough to claim that I'm off the grid. I mean, I could go cold turkey and completely be off the grid, but that's it's a life-changing kind of deal. It's kind of extreme. Survival. That's another thing that's in my title. Am I not surviving? I'd say I'm surviving. I guess it depends on, again, what you mean by survival. Do you mean out in the forest, surviving off the land, or do you mean just making it day by day? You could mean that. Either way it goes, I still think I'm surviving. So, boondocking. Am I boondocking? When I'm at McDonald's, is that boondocking even though I have access to restrooms? I have access to Wi-Fi. I have access to food. Is that considered boondocking? Or in a situation like this, where there's just me and birds and snakes and coyotes and cactus and the occasional wanderer that's frightened of me. Am I boondocking? Some might say I am, some might say I'm not. Either one of those situations, I would consider boondocking. Because I'm vague. I don't try to get so pinpoint, exact, and precise. You know what I mean? So I consider all three of those things that I do. Another question I have in some of the message boxes. Am I a prepper? Am I not a prepper? Well, in a sense, I will consider myself a prepper, being since I prepare. Depends on what do you mean by prepping. Do you mean storing up, hundreds of pounds of rice and having a huge reservoir of water in your front yard, aka a swimming pool or whatever it might be? Or do you consider prepping a state of mind? Always thinking about what if, what could. Different ways of prepping. Some people might move to out in the hills somewhere. Some people might move down in a valley or out in the middle of nowhere, or some people might prep in place in a city. You know what I mean? What you can do, you don't know what situation could occur. Many situations could occur. Personally, I would prep. My personal thoughts on that is, being since I don't know what situation, I want to be mobile, in case of any situation, be it a grid down, be it a internal or external threat. I would want to be mobile. I want to be able to relocate to a safer area within the drop of a hat. That's my personal views on prepping. Some people want to hunker down in place. Hey, how you doing? But personally, I would want to just be able to pack up and go. Move to a safer location, and that's it. There's another hunter or somebody going back there. But that's me on prepping. Do I have enough food to last months and stuff like that? No, I don't. Do I have enough medical supplies and all this kind of stuff to last? Yeah, I do have medical supplies. I don't have tons of them. it's just me, and it'll probably be me and 2 or 3 others, if possible. But I plan on being mobile, and you can't take all that stuff when you're mobile. Hopefully, that situation will never occur, and if it some kind of way does, I'm prepared enough with the thought process that where I can act quickly and be long gone away from danger if that's possible. Because you just like to say you don't know. There might not be an away from danger. The danger might be everywhere. So, prepping is, I feel like it's more so a state of mind and some preparedness. If you don't do anything but stock up on Band-Aids and, 50, 40 gallons of water, you're prepping to me, you're preparing for a situation that's unseen. So, that's my take on that. And I don't want to go too long. I'm already too long. I want to thank everybody for watching, and hopefully this video don't bore you. Anyway, it was exciting to do. But this is Rod signing off now. God bless America. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe, and enjoy life. I said that, I'm going to start saying that I like that because Living Free made that suggestion. So enjoy life, everyone. Like, rate, and subscribe. This is Rod on the Road signing off. Until next time, YouTube.